While the creatures of Gateway are varied and dangerous, one more passive species stands out among them. Maiasaura. These herbivores run in large herds, raising their young within their social structure. Together, Maias are strong. Together, they survive. Which is why the young pair of Maias we are following today are odd. Lost, or perhaps even abandoned for their strange behavior, these essential toddlers do not have a herd to speak of. Instead, they were discovered alone, and apparently happy about that status. The female, henceforth named Lauren, has struck out ahead of her brother, seeking to reach the nutritious mushrooms of the sanctuary first. Maias are, if nothing else, gluttons. By the time her brother catches up, Lauren has eaten all of the mushrooms and is busily beating up the local fauna for fun. This unusually aggressive behavior is quite abnormal among Maias. Their species is more prone to fleeing, especially as juveniles. But Lauren doesn't seem to care about what is normal. Her brother, seeing the fun he's missing, joins in. His name is Fluffy. Having outgrown the sanctuary, the siblings move into the main delta area. They are still very small, slow, and vulnerable, but that doesn't matter to them. Lauren, annoyed that her brother is standing on the rocks she wants to eat, starts a slap fight with him. It's all fun and games, though, until Fluffy stomps on her. The game is over. She sulks momentarily before slapping him into submission. These little spats will happen often throughout their growth. Why? No real reason. We can guess that it might help them learn to fight against dangerous carnivores in the future. But let's be honest, their little slap fights don't teach them much. Having had a very quiet adolescence, Fluffy and Lauren have reached young adult status, with only a few bumps and bruises, caused by each other. Their insistence on pushing each other around did not end as they reached maturity. In fact, their behavior only escalated to the point that they started seeking out audiences to watch their slap fights. This evening, they've spotted a pair of tiny Troodons to bear witness to their shenanigans. As the two idiots run away screaming, the confused Troodons chatter in the background, likely commenting on the apt strangeness of the wild cows. Now that they are big, though, they've lost all care about how they behave around other herbivores. While crossing a bridge, Lauren chooses to walk in the straight line, stopping only to wait for the Tenantos that were there first to move aside. Fluffy is less patient, and he chooses to simply shove the Tenos out of the way. This, of course, angers them into an attack. With only minor pushback, he follows his sister, who has stopped and turned to watch him get beat up by someone other than herself. Migration is inevitable. It is time for the pair to move southwest. While pausing for a drink, Fluffy spots a young Cerrado and decides he's bored and it looks very kickable. Lauren, used to her brother's shenanigans, moves slowly to help. The larger of the two Cerrados dies, but her younger friend keeps up the attack. He's much too injured though, and when Lauren shoves him over, he dies. Having vomited, the brother and sister will both need food and water. At their size, food will be an issue, but the water is easy enough. Nutritious food is difficult to find. Lauren's stomach remains very empty, despite her best efforts to find food. The sun is setting. Darkness will soon take hold over the land. Even as that darkness begins to fall, though, a pack of Carnotaurus smell the blood from the fight with the Cerrados, and have tracked the siblings to where they've paused to eat and heal. Lauren is less injured than Fluffy. She moves out into the open to draw the Carno's attention away from her brother. With 3 of them, she must be careful. They're not the most dangerous carnivores, but they are fast enough to follow should she try to run. Ultimately, Fluffy decides to join her in the fight. They may beat each other up often, but that doesn't mean they hate each other. Darkness makes it much more difficult for the Maia siblings to see. Almost impossible, in fact, as they move deeper into the foliage. Unable to see anything around her, Lauren returns to the sandy beach line. Her hunger wears on her, though. Vomiting before will not do her any favors now. As soon as it seems like the Carnos have moved on, she and Fluffy begin to make their way further into the bush plains. They both need water, and with food too scarce to support them and the resident Triceratops pair, it is best to keep moving. Upon finding food, though, the Carnos return. Things have quickly gone from bad to worse. The siblings need to retreat and find a safe place to rest, but the likelihood of that happening is low. Instead, Lauren moves toward a nearby watering hole. Here at least they'll have something to drink, even if food is scarce. If they can survive the night, the chances of their escape will increase dramatically. Fluffy does his best to keep the Carnos away from his sister. She is the more injured of the pair, but with low visibility, her attempt to help him only earns her a kick to the face. She sinks back off to the water, hurt and unsure if they will survive. When Fluffy finally retreats due to his own injuries, both of the siblings climb onto a rock near the back of the pool. Here they hope to rest at least a little bit during this long night. The Carnos, however, are relentless. They have no interest in letting their prey rest. As they push forward, the Maias are forced to push back. They need to heal, but more importantly, Lauren needs food. Starvation claws at her stomach, threatening her resolve. She catches the scent of food nearby, and her resolve finally snaps. She needs to eat. She needs to eat now. The Carnos, however, will not let her get by them. Desperation sets in and she rushes to graze. Morning is near, but with so little food in her stomach and the intense darkness just before the dawn, She's unsure that she will see the sun rise. Fluffy does his best to guard his sister as she desperately grazes, but he's too injured. With the Carnos distracted by their meal, all Lauren can do now is flee. Alone, she doesn't stand much of a chance, but at the very least, she will survive another day. Without her brother, though, the sunrise offers nothing but blinding rays and an empty feeling in the pit of her stomach. She will press on. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and comment your thoughts below. If you're new here, please consider subscribing for more content like this. Thanks, and I hope to see you again soon.